Hi. So today we'll be looking at groups in AutoCAD. So I'm talking about this set of tools available here. Groups is simply a collection of objects. Now, let's say I had taken this drawing as an example. In this, let's say we want to have all these objects as one set. So for whatever reason, for the ease of moving it or for any other reason, so what you do is you go to create a group of, you click on this tool here, or you can simply type G in the command prompt. So go to either of these, one of these. I'll click rather here, and then select the objects you want to group. So in this case, I've taken these three, or let's even take this object here, and you can use shift if you want to remove. So I'm going to click on the shift to remove the other tags from the selection. Now I've taken all these objects. Let's also remove this tag here. So I will click on shift, then click the objects again to remove it from the selection. Now I have these 3 bathroom fittings as one set, and I press enter. That's all. You get a message here that an unnamed group has been created. You can also give the group a name if you want, but in this case I will not do this. Now what happens is, when you now select one of it, it behaves like one set. You can, when you move it as a group. So this is much this is a very convenient way of moving the object. Now this is not a block. So if you make it as a block, you can redefine it, etc. But a group cannot. And there is another important aspect for the group here. If you come over here, there is a group selection button on or off. What that means is, if that is turned off, now let's turn it off. So if it is turned off, even if you now select one of the member of the group, in this case this object here, it will not behave like a group. So if you still want, meaning even if this is a group, if you want to move things individually, you can do this by turning off the group selection property. Now I just move it slightly here. Now if you come back to the group selection, then it behaves like a group again, because if once you grouped it, you will not be able to move object individually unless you turned on or off the group selection. It's very important to understand this one, because you may create a group, and then if this group selection is off, it will still behave like a single object, and you will start wondering what's going on. Now once you created a group, you can do many other things. There is a tool to edit the group. That's to add or remove objects from the group. So let's turn on the group selection. Then I click on the group edit, and it will ask for the group name. We haven't named it yet, but we can select the group here. Now in this case, we get an option to add or remove objects from the group, even to rename one. So in this case, let's say I want to add this door also part of the group. So all you do is you go to add objects, and then select the objects you want to add. In this case, I selected the door including the frame, but I will shift select the line of that wall, so that that's not part of the group. Now you press enter, and that's all. And here you have a group including the door. So now you have to be careful though when you create a group, because if you select one of the member and if you by accidentally you hit delete, you lose all of them. And unlike block, you cannot bring it back. Once a group is deleted, the only way you can bring it back is to use the undo command. Similarly, you can also remove objects from the group, and we have an option to ungroup it. So if you don't want this to behave like a collection and want to be like a normal individual objects, you can go to the ungroup option and then simply pick one of it, and now it's back to its state where it was. If you want to create a group name, you can type G in the command and then type a name. So here let's say I will give a name as for example double door. So here you type double door, and then let's give a space in between the door, and then no, that's not working, it seems. Double door. Okay, I'll type DD for a double door. Then select the objects for that. So here I will select all these. So here is what I want to do. I want this as a block for whatever reason, but rather I want to make this as a collection. So here, and you press and including the tag for this, you press enter. Now what happens is this is a named group. Now if you go to the if you click on the small arrow here, and if you click the group manager, this is where you can find the name which you have created. So here is the name which you call this as DD. You can also add some description, etc. Then now there are many other options which we have seen here already, like adding or removing objects or exploding the group. Exploding the group is same as dissolving the group. So once the group is done, rest behave like the way we described. You can move the object. Then you can, if you want to individually edit it, you simply instead of you dissolving or ungrouping it, you can turn or group selection turn off. Then group selection turn off. Then you move. You can do the type of things we want to do, like for example deleting one line from here. You can do that, and then simply group selection turning on again. So you have it behaving like group. If you want to add or remove objects, all you do is you click on the group edit and pick one of the member of the group. Then in this case I want to remove this, so here I'll say remove objects and select the object, and you press enter, and that is now no longer part of a group. You can also copy groups and it all behave as like individual group, but then ungrouping one will not ungroup the other. So here, unlike the block, even the block will not do that. So here ungroup, and here, and this is not a group, but this is still a group. So these are some of the good things. So the best thing about group is you can create it quickly. You don't want to bother about the name. Just type G and press select all the objects, press enter. That's it. You have a collection there, and ungroup it, and that's it. The group is gone. It's not saved in the drawing when you ungroup it. While you group it, it's part of the drawing, but when you once you ungroup it, it will no longer reside here. So here once you have ungrouped this, let's say the group which we made here, this one, if you ungroup it, let's go to ungroup, then select the object. If you go to the group manager again, it's now not available here. So unlike the block, once you explode it, the block still remains in the drawing, but if you ungroup a group, it is no longer part of the drawing. So these are some of the specialities of a group. I use it every day in my CAD life. So it's a very useful command, and sometimes we encounter groups, but we are not aware of what is it. For example, if I grouped these all objects together and turned on the group selection, people say, well, what is it? This all behaving like a set of objects, but they don't know what is going on. So here, for example, If you select this object, it says group, but since this is a less used command, people are simply confused. So hope this video is useful for you. So that's it for today. I'll see you again in another video. Thank you.